It's also National Humbug Day, and we figured we could also talk about things that everybody likes, but for whatever reason, you're one of the only people that hate it. Now, we have a pretty large audience here on Fox Sports Radio, so you're not going to be the only guy, but you feel like you're the only guy sometimes. And I'll start that off, Rich, because I'm definitely one of those guys, and I promise you, it's in my actual core and corazon. I don't do these things to be a contrarian. I just have a feeling inside that makes me feel icky when it comes to certain things. And a lot of times it's corny or cheesy things. Rich, you'll say heartfelt, but a lot of times that heartfelt stuff feels forced to me, and there's like an allergy inside where I'm like, ugh, I don't like it. and I don't like it. And I can think of a few things. Ready?
Yeah.
One of them is a holiday one. The show Friends. Beat it with that show. I never watched it, never liked it.
No, but you can't say you didn't like it if you never watched it.
I would see parts. You think I didn't date girls and live in that time? Of course. And they would watch it. I'm like, this is the corniest thing I'd ever seen. The forced laugh track. Anything with forced laugh track is just like, get out of here with this cornball nonsense.
You're the coolest guy.
Rest in peace, Matthew Perry. I'm not saying the guys and the people on that show weren't talented. I like what they did for the industry where they teamed together and they made their money and props in their longevity and everything, but they weren't my friends.
It's funny because you guys are like Joey and Ross.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't
get it. I feel cooler for not knowing. So, Friends.
I'm going to feel cooler for that.
You know what? I don't care. Didn't like it. And that's what this discussion's about. You can't debate my truth. Right? Things that everybody likes.
Danny G, write that down.
You can't debate my truth. Are we not discussing?
That's the title of this hour on the podcast.
You can't debate my truth. Yo, we're discussing a national I'm saying I'm the humbug.
Got a point.
Everybody loves Friends. I did not. Not even the final. I remember the final episode was like a big deal.
Didn't you like the Latino version, Amigos?
I watched Amigos on Telemundo. It was way better than a stupid show. Here, I got another one, a more current one.
All right, what do you not like?
One of Rich's favorite all-time shows, and so many people loved it. But This Is Us? Get out of here.
Best.
Get out of here with this misery.
Puke.
You want to be sad? Think about your own life. I don't want to think about these fake people and their crappy lives. Get out of here.
That's another great line.
This Is Us.
Want to be sad? Think about your own life.
This is not us. No thanks.
Yeah.
In fact, I like the Greek version called This Is Gus. It was way better.
No.
This is Gus.
I want to see blubbering. I'm going to turn on the Golden Bachelor.
Yeah, you know what? I'd prefer trash TV like that over This Is Us and that miserable soundtrack. Get out of here. And that forced attempt to try to make you cry. Barf. So, I don't like that. And then this is a holiday one because it's Christmas time. Things that everybody seems to like and you hate. This one is my favorite thing to hate.
Because I love it so much. That's why he hates it.
Because Rich loves it so much, and everybody seems to love it. The quote-unquote Christmas movie that's not a Christmas movie. Beat it. Love Actually. What a pile of steamy turd that is. What a steamy pile of hot trash that movie is. It sucks.
Love that movie.
I went with all great intent to watch this movie. Sat down, grabbed some popcorn, I had a hot chocolate. I was trying to get in the Christmas spirit. I'm like, this is the movie that everybody thinks is so great? Give me a break. I fell asleep watching that trash. Garbage. Things that everybody likes that you hate. I turn it over to you. And you, Fox Sports Radio Nation, 877-99 on Fox. Danny G, you ever see Love Actually? You tell me how a porn storyline has anything to do.
One of 8 stories, and they're stand-ins.
Doesn't matter. How does that have anything to do with Christmas?
I've seen parts of it. I've never watched it all the way through.
The movie starts out with 6 weeks till Christmas. How is it a Christmas movie? It's a countdown.
How's it a
5
Christmas
weeks.
movie? You can't even watch it with your family because there's porn scenes involved.
Porn scenes? What are you talking about?
Yeah. Did you see Jimmy Stewart doing porn scenes in It's a Wonderful Life?
There is nipple.
Get out of here with that.
You're offended by nipple all of a sudden?
It's Christmas. What does that have to do with Christmas movies? Get out of here. No way. That movie is garbaggio, as Tommy DeVito would say.
What do you hate that everyone else loves on National Humbug Day? I'll give you a couple. Now, granted, I would probably change my mind if they decided to send me somewhere for Fox Sports Radio.
Oh, yeah. Let's hear it.
But my stance, until, of course, there's a sponsor involved and they want to pay me, I can't understand how people like the Olympics.
I'd love to go.
Don't care about the Olympics at all. When people talk about the Olympics,
I'm going to make sure that's a category for Last One Standing.
Olympics. I'm like, get out of here.
I mean, it's case by case, but I'm with you. I don't go. Again, I'm painting in broad strokes right now, but it usually seems that the people that get the most excited are people that aren't into the 4 major sports as much as other people.
Football, baseball,
And hot dog eating.
basketball, and hot dog eating.
Of course, yeah.
Things that people love that I don't. The Olympics.
Okay.
Number 2 on my list. And again, I know I'm the weird one here, but you can't tell me my truth. What was it?
I don't know.
You can't.
It's a one-time
You can't
masterpiece.
debate my truth.
You can't debate my truth. Number 2 on my list of things that I don't like that other people love. Anything Star Wars related. I think it's nerdy. I like when
Ramos is listening
I
somewhere,
know.
heartbroken.
Ramos just turned the FSR app off.
Yeah, he finally clocked out.
He just grabbed his heart in pain.
Listen, I liked I watched Mandalorian and I liked it, but it was never in my family as a kid. We weren't a Star Wars family. So as an adult, try to watch those from the 70s and 80s. Nope. Star Wars, nope.
Wow.
Olympics, Star Wars. And the third one, your passion about how much you hate Love Actually and I love it. I think I passionately dislike something that other people love.
Uh-oh.
How anyone could care about this is beyond me.
Uh-oh. I feel like you're going to offend a lot of people right about
I
that.
don't know why anyone cares even a little bit. Anytime people talk about the royal family,
I'm with you on that
we
one.
don't live there.
Yeah.
It's archaic and a king and an old
Wait, are you
lady
talking
and a
about
queen.
the George
and
Brett family? Or are you
no,
talking-
not the royal family like Brett Saberhagen. I'm
okay.
not Johnny Damon back in the day or Beltran. I'm talking
Shame on you.
anytime there's royal family banter, I'm like, who effing cares? We don't have a king or a queen. It's nonsense. We live in the United States. Why do you care about Prince Harry or Henry or the Meghan Markle, what she's doing, and the mom and the dad and the lady that died, the queen?
Yeah,
and
if you really want to see Rich at his most disinterested, it's definitely when you're talking
when they were
about
like, what is
the
it?
royal family.
When they said Coronation Day, I'm like, I'd rather watch Coronation Day on Frozen with my daughter watching Elsa. Coronation Day? The king? You mean that old goofy looking dude that just lucked out that was born into a family?
yeah,
Get outta here.
Rich doesn't even know like who Prince Charles was.
I think like just a guy.
Yeah,
I don't
he didn't even
know.
know. He hates it. He thinks the royal family is the Kardashians.
The only thing cool about the late Queen Elizabeth was the curveball she threw to Reggie Jackson in Naked Gun.
That was great. That was a great pitch.
like a
I'll never
spiral.
forget it.
I know.
So now we turn it over to you, Fox Sports Radio, and see, Rich. I didn't debate you. That's
I'll give you. Now in this category,
you know what I thought you were going to say? Superhero movies.
I wrote down superhero stuff, but I know I'm the weirdo, and I bet you I'd get really into it. And my son's 3, and I could promise you that if my son starts getting into all the Marvel stuff and everything, I know that. Like anytime I've watched a Iron Man movie or what's the one with Chris Pratt?
The Avengers.
No, let him figure it out.
All right, let's kill time on our
'Cause
2-hour radio show.
Because he's such a fan.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians, that's it.
Guardians.
I like Guardian. I watched 2 of them. What are there? 3 of them, right?
It's right there.
Were there 3 Guardians?
There's 3.
I watched 2 of them.
movies,
You
I
say,
like
you
them.
say humbug to those.
Man.
But I like them, but I don't hate them. That's the thing. I just don't understand why the world loves them. But
Sometimes I feel like I'm listening to my wife when it comes to this topic. She's exactly the same way. Likes those movies, hates every other hero movie there is. Hates Star Wars also.
Really?
Which I can't understand.
that's why your wife and I get along. I like
I
your
know.
wife.
You
Humbug.
guys are some weird people.
All right, so
I like both of you, but
Yeah, see?
let's
strange.
go. Danny G, do you have one that comes to mind?
one that came to mind, soup. It's not a meal.
Soup.
My mom and
All right, Banya.
yeah, and I've argued with my wife over this because she's like,
Soup's a meal.
I feel like
Mother
soup's so
effort doesn't
underrated.
like
it's a meal.
Soup.
It's a meal, and it's perfect on a cold day. No, that's not a meal.
Soup is a meal.
It's
Danny
not
G,
a meal.
Danny G, on a day like today where it's like rainy and crappy out, if I told you let's get some tomato soup with grilled cheese,
Yeah, no. Well, okay, the grilled cheese is fine.
but you just
He
won't
needs like
no.
some
Okay.
substance.
And maybe this is because my mom, she would serve tomato soup, and she'd
a
be
meal.
like, "Dinner's on the table." I'm like, "That's not dinner. That's an appetizer."
Soup is a meal.
No, it's not.
That's so funny. Dude.
That's interesting.
But you know what? It hits perfectly because everybody loves soup. You don't.
Yeah, no.
Anything else?
No, man.
Danny, Lorena, Dan Byer, is there something you hate that everyone else seems to love?
I hate dog hair
But turn your mic. I can't hear you.
Sorry,
Mike.
I hate dog hair on my clothes.
Everybody.
Well,
anyone.
yeah.
No, everyone
Granted,
who
just because
loves animals.
Just because Rich has a ton of it doesn't mean he likes
I was
it.
gonna say, people who have animals, I assume they love it because they're always smothered in it, and I just cannot stand it.
Ew.
I will carry a lint roller for you.
No, I don't think
I
anybody
think she
likes
just said she hates dogs.
I love
Yeah.
when that person that owns the dog says, "Oh, my dog doesn't shed."
that. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I hear that all the time.
My dog doesn't shed a lot. It's a little French bulldog. It doesn't shed a lot unless you're rolling around with it.
Dan Byer, do you have one?
Hold on.
Lorena's having
when
mic
his
problems.
is off.
Okay.
There you go.
There you
Got me
go.
There is something that I thought of 2 weeks ago that I completely have forgotten. And so I'm trying to rack my brain of like I didn't understand how everybody liked certain things.
We were all
And
excited about something, and you were like, why are they all excited?
No, I'm now mad at myself that I didn't write this down to think about like what it was. But
It's going to haunt you now.
I like Star Wars as a kid. I never got into it,
As an adult.
yeah. But stuff like that.
All right, well, if you think of it, definitely
Bust
chime
in with
yeah.
bust in with the Dan Byer breaking news.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
hate how
is.
people like the Raiders. No, I'm kidding.
He's scarred because of that long Bo Jackson
Oh,
run down the
God.
sideline.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
still.
Yeah.
All right, so it's National Humbug Day. Old school when 50 hits, we throw it back on a Thursday. And now we go to the phones.
Brett in Iowa, you're on with CNR. What's up, Brett? What's up, man?
Oh my! I got a bah humbug. I'm gonna have to say Taylor Swift.
Listen, I
She's everywhere.
Can you charge him $1?
Yeah. You owe the Punish Jar $1
I'll
right
tell
now,
you this.
Brett.
I could see where people, if you're like, yo, I don't like her music at all. I understand that. I get aggravated when people are like, she stinks. It's like you can't. She
Yeah,
can't.
I just don't like her music,
Yeah.
but I respect her talent, and I think she's wholesome and cute, and I like the relationship.
you are-
like, I'm not hating on it.
if
in
you're
any way.
connecting with tens of millions of people around the globe and you make billions of dollars,
she's a phenomenon.
you're not bad. You don't stink.
but he hates her.
I actually like her newer music and think her early on music was corny.
So I agree with you, Danny. I think some of her current stuff.
The country stuff. Yeah.
But you could see
Yeah.
how the overboard storyline. If you were on the fence, that storyline could really have pushed you over. So thank you very much. And it does seem like everybody loves it.
Well, you know what? Could I reverse this a little bit?
Sure.
No.
It's something that I don't understand why everyone else hates, but I like.
Oh boy.
I like Joe Buck.
Oh, that's
Everyone
a good one.
loves to make fun of Joe Buck.
I
and
like
I'm
Joe Buck too.
And I'm like, why does everyone hate Joe Buck? I like Joe Buck.
I like Joe Buck. I am. Yeah, but you're right
It's
though.
the reversal.
That's
I'm
a good one because why does everybody hate on that guy so much?
I'm like, what? I'm like, sometimes he could be a homer maybe for
That's,
some, but I'm like,
a lot of the criticism,
Yeah.
but I like. I
So,
think
yeah,
he does a
that-
great job.
I think that's a good reversal question as well. James in LA, you're on with Covino and Rich. Bah humbug. It's National Humbug Day, 4 days before Christmas. What's up, man? James. Sorry, Danny's answering all the phones. What's up, buddy?
Literally gonna take soup.
Say it again.
Soup. I was gonna take soup.
Oh, he agrees. Yeah, you're on, James.
Yes. And I am married to a Latina, so I have to go through this all the time when it's 95 degrees in LA
Yeah.
and she wants hot soup.
Pozole.
Wow, I didn't think anybody was going to share that.
Or some really
Pozole
great
is a meal,
tortilla
Danny.
soup or something like that. Like
Albondigas is a meal.
Abundagos I will give you because there's meatballs in there.
That's a
There's
meal.
substance. It's still not a meal though.
I love Danny's hatred for soup. Dave in Boise, you're on with Covino and Rich. Humbug Day. What's up, bud?
Dude, you guys have me rolling. Number one is always Star Wars, Star Trek, Star whatever. Nerd!
Star Trek.
I love it. Yo, you the man. Thank you, James.
Could I throw one in?
Thank you, Dave. I mean, Dave.
Dave.
I think all the trash TV that the people you three watch is disgusting.
Yeah.
The
Spock can't get-
Bachelors,
Come on.
the Love is Blind, the Ultimatum,
No
all
way.
that's
That's-
trash.
That is great
I
programming.
don't know how anyone could like that stuff.
Because it's brainless. You get to
Yes.
turn your
Yeah.
brain off
There
and
is.
just
I
relax.
think there's a
Quality.
space for that.
I have such little time in my day, and I'm going to give it to some
but
programming. It's going to be quality.
Here's how I feel about it. Like, there's room for it, right? Like,
There
hey,
isn't.
there's Colin Cowherd, and then there's Covino and Rich.
guess.
We're not doing what he does, but guess what? There's room for what we do.
But you
And
guys consume it. You absorb it.
I
That's
agree.
all
It's-
you watch.
It's mindless, brainless, and it's trash. But like sometimes you need that fun. So much stuff is serious that you just could unwind with that nonsense.
I'm not supposed to like it because I'm a grown man, but I'm fascinated because again, I I'm not ashamed to admit it. I gravitate sometimes towards stuff that would be women programming. I like reality shows. I like dumb stuff. I like a sappy movie here and there. But I can't understand anyone's fascination with Vanderpump anything.
Yeah, my girlfriend's way into it, and so is Dan Byer.
Yeah, Dan likes Vanderpump.
Your step
Housewives, yeah.
Yeah, I can't get into it, but I get it. I get where people do, but to me, I'm like, are they just as like fun drama with hot people? Essentially,
Yeah, but you don't remember the Scandalval? How big
Yes,
that was?
that was huge, and that's a little younger. Like with the Housewives, they're older, so I feel that's more my deal. I wasn't all into Vanderpump, but that Scandal, my wife was totally into, and so then I ended up. watching it,
I did feel like Rich in a lot of ways, but then when watching my girlfriend watch this stuff, you do get sucked in a little bit, so you could see how people like it.
Yeah,
I get it. There's some drama there.
DB, it's interesting because I know you do watch some of that stuff. When I do all my prep for looking up stuff for sports and pop culture, when I'm doing my daily, like, going around the internet, I see a name pop up so much, and I'm like, who is this person? Kim Zolciak?
Oh, yeah, she was on Real Housewives of Atlanta.
But, dude, that woman is everywhere. I'm like,
crazy.
she is in my algorithm. Like, get her out of my house.
and well, because she married a former Falcons player, and now they're getting divorced, so that's why
It's big drama,
That's
right?
why it's hitting all points of your algorithm.
I was gonna say, if I'm looking up sports stuff and I'm looking up pop culture
It's
stuff,
Tommy DeVito's agent, Sean Stiletto, and Kim Zolciak.
I don't like with TV, and it may not be every network that does this, but there's like Chicago Fire, Police, like 3 hours a night. Like imagine that. Like an hour a week is good, but they have like a 3 hour block with everything tied into each other.
That's
way
lot.
too much for me.
A lot. Let's go to Amber in Dallas. You're on with Covino and Rich. It's Bah Humbug Day. What is the one thing that everyone seems to love that you can't get with? What's up?
Oh my gosh, you guys! I'm going to offend a lot of people saying this, but Disney adults, okay?
Oh, the worst.
The worst. If you are planning on going on a vacation to drop that type of money and you say, hey, I'm going to go without my kids and I'm going to go to Disney, you are weird and flat out dumb.
Disney adults,
Disney adults are weird.
If you
Agreed.
missed
No,
Amber,
they're not. Yeah, agreed.
No, Walt Disney made that park for the entire family. He even said in his opening speech it was for everyone.
I kind of
So why
agree
is it
with her.
just for a kid all of a sudden?
Yeah.
For one,
There are rides that kids can't get on.
Take your nephew or something.
Those rides would be empty if adults
bunny
were
ears
Listen,
mouse ears as an adult. Come on,
Amber, here's the thing. I got 2 little kids, so I'm not going to Disney without them. But if I didn't have kids, we live in California, so it's easy to say, I'll go drive down to Anaheim. But I think what she's saying is if you're an adult and you get vacation time from work, if you're choosing, hey, honey, let's go to Disney World instead of the Bahamas, Aruba, Mexico, Hawaii, Europe. Like, really, as a grown-up with no kids, you're choosing Disney?
I think, when you put it that way.
I'm going to go
that's
wait in line
odd.
for my vacation.
But if you happen to be there, like La Reina, I know you go maybe with your girlfriends every once in a while.
well, I'm a pass holder, so I'm a
right.
Disney adult
I don't
for sure.
see it to be that big of an issue. I can't say I haven't gone with my girlfriend.
It's a major
Just
red
her
flag.
and I.
It's not a red flag spot. For one, Disney days as adults are the best ever. Okay, you should leave your kids at home more often and go and do Disney as an adult because you don't have screaming children.
Trust me, every time I'm there with them, I'm like, I don't want them here.
Exactly.
It's a good answer, though. It really is. It's a good answer.
Also depends how you were raised and where you were raised. Some of us have ties and family ties to that park.
Yeah.
If you're from Southern California, you like my mom took me there when I was a little kid.
Oh yeah, no.
And-
Listen, I would love to go with my wife for a little day at Disney, but I'm saying we also live in Southern California. If I had a week off and my week off, and I was deciding, oh babe, do you want to go to Hawaii? Oh, you want to go to Paris? You want to go to Italy? You want to go here, Mexico? Disney World? That would be an odd choice, I think.
Yep, I agree with you. I do. I do. As much as I love it, I think it's great.
It's cool for
You
you,
guys are wrong.
Danny. You live here. It's okay for you to drive down to Anaheim.
No, you
I'm
guys
saying-
are
Just don't
wrong.
wear the
Hey,
ears.
I
Just
love
don't wear
you
the
can't-
ears.
You can't judge
Right? It's
You
the
can't
ears.
judge
Okay.
my
You're
To that extreme, like an adult wearing the ears. Okay, I understand you arguing about that, but actually going to the park, there's nothing wrong with that as an adult.
I make my wife wear those ears in the bedroom. I'm kidding. All right, let's go to Ron in Missouri.
And only the ears.
And only the ears. Ron, you're on CNR. What's up, buddy?
I have to say peanut butter. As a kid, my grandpa bought 2 55-gallon drums of peanut butter, and we ate on that all the time.
Yeah.
So it's peanut butter for me.
You know, Rich hadn't experienced peanut butter until he's 27 years old.
Do you know that fun fact?
On the show, we made him.
Yeah.
We've been working together a long time.
Dan, it's probably the weirdest thing about me.
No, it's not. But still, we just heard about your Mouseketeers.
Well, that guy probably doesn't like peanut butter because it's 40 years old. If you have that much of it,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Same 55-gallon drum.
I'm telling you, I was in my 20s, and I remember Spot brought a peanut butter jelly sandwich to work.
my first day of work.
And I remember making fun of him. Like,
Sure.
we were in New York City. I'm like, you work in New York City. We're going out for lunch. What are you bringing? What are you, a schoolboy bringing a peanut butter and jelly
Poor, I was
sandwich?
poor.
Yeah, he had PBJ and
The
Dunkaroos.
salary didn't kick in yet.
And I said, Spot. He goes,
first
well, you don't
paycheck.
like peanut butter and jelly? And I'm like, you know what? I've never had one. My parents must have made me think I was allergic. And I'm like, well, I'm not allergic. My parents just didn't like peanut butter. So I was robbed of peanut butter my whole childhood. I love it now.
Yeah, I love it too, man. Let's take two more phone calls. Again, it's National Humbug Day, and we're talking about things that everyone seems to like, but you hate for whatever reason.
Let's take Orlando's call in Miami, and then we'll take the rest on the flip. All right. Bah Humbug. What's up, Orlando?
Bah humbug. My thing is that there's a day for everything. There's a fried shrimp day. There's a bubblegum day.
Humbug day?
Humbug Day. Yeah, that is annoying.
So he hates the National Day?
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't know who makes them, Orlando. I look at it every day just to see if there's a talking point or something to bring up. But you're right. Who the hell makes it up?
This is good for our business, though.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
Thank you, buddy.
Otherwise, if we didn't do this, I'd be like, who cares? Thank you, man. I appreciate it.